All right, so recently Supreme released its latest collaboration with Nike featuring the Air Max 96. Not a very popular sneaker model comparison to some of the other ones that they've done releases with, but I think Supreme has done a pretty good job in releasing some inline hype stuff as well as just some more obscure pairs and models like the Air Max 96. So in this video, I wanted to give you guys kind of a review of these and give you guys kind of my thoughts on the hype of Supreme. And, let's go ahead and get into the video. What is going on, guys? Hess here. If you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to shop some of the top sneaker deals that I find for you guys online, check the link in the description. Right now, Adidas has a collaboration sale with 30% off of like Pharrell's and Y3s and stuff like that. So some pretty cool stuff over there. But this video, I'm going to be focusing on Nike and Supreme. And really, I think that Supreme does more for sneaker culture than I think a lot of people will allow it to have credit for. If you take a look back, Nike has done a bunch of different sneaker collaborations with Supreme, and some of them have been absolutely crazy, like the Nike Dunks, and then some Air Force Ones, and the Tempos, and there's a couple other ones, the Foamposites, that were heavy hitters. But then they've also released a lot of sneaker duds, and a lot of ones that most people will consider duds because of the resale not being crazy expensive. So I think it's kind of an interesting call out. Like, you have Supreme that releases a bunch of crazy stuff with box logos, and everybody loves a box logo t-shirt, and they sell for hundreds and thousands of dollars. But if they just release another shirt in the Gons font or something else, it sells for under $100. So, I get that Supreme has built its culture and its cult following based on limited supply of releases, especially around the box logo stuff. But I also think that they do a lot of cool things where it doesn't get enough love and enough shine. The Nike Tailwinds, I think, is a good example of one that didn't get a lot of love. I still have my pair sitting over here in a box, but they do have a lot of obscure models that they end up releasing along with some of the hyped up stuff, the Air Force Ones, and then the Nike Dunks and stuff. Not even all the Air Force Ones and the Nike Dunks are bangers. Like, sometimes they do things a little too outside of the box, like the little jewel swoosh on the one round of Nike Dunks. People aren't feeling those ones, and they're still not selling for a lot of money considering the hype wave of the Nike Dunk being at an all-time high right now. But I like that they think outside of the box and they do things a little bit differently, and they bring light to sneaker models that you may not have paid attention to. They had the Tailwinds before the Tailwinds had a major drop, and then they released in a bunch of different colorways. I wish Nike would have actually released more OG colorways, but we saw a flux of a bunch of different Tailwind colorways after the Supremes dropped. I'm wondering if we're going to see the same thing for the Air Max 96. Now, I've been a sneaker collector for quite a while now, and I love the Air Max 90 primarily is my favorite Air Max model. Air Max 1, of course, is great. Also, Air Max 95 and 97. I think those are the four horsemen. Those are like the four main Nike Air models, the legacy ones at least. Air Max 96 doesn't usually come up in the conversation, but it is a pretty cool looking model. And for those that didn't know, this is themed after the Air Max 96 1, or the first version of the Air Max 96. They actually do have an Air Max 96 2 as well, and it seems like that one retroed more recently than the first version. So maybe I'm assuming we're going to see more Air Max 96s since they obviously are producing them now. The obvious standout for the Supreme versions is they use clear materials for windows all through the shoes. So you can see through the toe box as well as both side panels that it's clear material done in these little tooth-like shapes all the way around. I think it looks cool, and honestly, it's just one of those things that just make it a little bit more unique. Now, recently we've seen the Clock Kiss of Death retro with the clear toe box as well, and that one was kind of hit or miss. Like, honestly, it was weird on feet after I got those. I think these ones look better just because of the variation that they have with the materials and then the clear panels. But I think they did a good job on it, man. It's obviously themed after the Silver Bullets, which is the Air Max 97s you could see here. Fun fact, Shoeseum's favorite shoe, or favorite Nike of all time, I believe, is the Air Max 97 Silver Bullets. I miss that dude. I haven't talked to him in a little bit, but he's doing some big things, obviously, with Sotheby's. It looks like quite a bit of stuff. But this one is kind of a fun one. And then I also wanted to pull out this one. This is Spiridon. This is the OG. This isn't the retros that released with Stussy. And so I have a pair of these, kind of Silver Bullet-esque as well, with the silver and then the white and then the black and just a little splash of red. Some of the details about the shoe that I like, again, you have that Silver Bullet upper with the clear windows on it. You do have some piping around, though, the raw edges, and actually it's kind of nice because that is actually reflective silver piping, which is always a plus if you can add some reflective hits to a pair of sneakers. You do have the Nike logo as well as the Supreme logo, both embroidered on the tongue. And then around the tongue here, it says Supreme in white lettering, which is another cool little addition that they added in. You got rope laces on here, then a layer of mesh. And then you have some Nike swooshes in the back here that are embroidered with a border on them, which looks kind of nice. And then you have the Supreme in the chrome on the back. It would have been kind of cool to see that Supreme in the back here with red on it as well. It would have stood out a little bit better, but it is chrome and it looks pretty good also. You have a white midsole and then the air units in the front and then also on the rear. I had to pull an Air Max 95 off the wall to compare, and the outsoles are a little bit different. For those wondering, the Air Max 96 is a little bit slimmer right in the middle. The Air Max 95 has the air all the way through. So that is one call out, one difference. But one of the standout features of the shoe, you can see on the insoles, it has the full length Supreme logo. I think that looks cool. It's just a nice little addition to the shoe and just gives it kind of that official look and feel. And that's pretty much it, man. It's a cool colorway. They have a black one. They also have a camo one. In my personal preference, it was the silver, then the camo, then the black one. I think that the silver one just hits just right because of that kind of OG sort of feel. Also, my friend Jen, big shout out to her for actually supplying these. She picked them up in California. If you guys don't follow Jen, she's also on YouTube and on Instagram and stuff, so follow her in the description. But she sent these socks. I didn't show you guys in my unboxing because I misplaced them, but she sent the Supreme socks in black with the Nike Supreme and then also the Supreme Hanes socks with the Supreme at the very top of the shoe. So definitely a really cool pair of socks, as well as the purple joints right there. And I think these look really good, man. I think that this is just a sleeper pair. It's a sleeper model for the Air Max line for sure. It doesn't get near as much love as like the Air Max 1, 90s, 95s, 97s, which are again kind of the staples. So it's fun that Supreme is bringing out some other sneaker models that you may not necessarily think of. And I think that they're doing a great job with that. So I like to be able to see them mixing it up with the hype sneakers as well as the obscure stuff. I don't know, man. I'm there for it. I appreciate what Supreme's doing, and it's something that is, again, fun to see. But what do you guys think about the Air Max 96 Supreme collaboration? Is it a dud because there's no resale? Is it kind of cool? Do you remember the 96s from back in the day? Leave some comments in the comment section. But thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you again to Jen for sending my pair over. Anyways, check back to the channel if you guys want to see more content, and have a good one. Peace, guys.